We've never done a beta at this scale.
I like the pressure to be as intense as humanly possible, right?
30 minutes till launch.
This is good. So this will go live, and then we can publish the YouTube, and then actually links should be working.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Final V7 has been sent. You like the button? Yeah. Great. Felt like I'm gonna vomit every single time. So.
What if no one signs up?
We can all sign up.
Yeah.
And just like that, the beta went live. But when you ask for feedback, who finds out first? Well, if you've ever seen these bubbles, you've probably talked to the customer success team.
We hear almost like immediately if we launch a new feature and they don't like it.
You know, we find ourselves walking that line of being customer advocates to Copilot, but then being Copilot advocates to the users.
The past week we got about 2,000 messages. I've definitely gotten questions like, oh, are you real? I'm like, yes. And we're like, yes, I am. You are talking to a human.
You get a graph. You get a chart.
So a few weeks after the beta launch, how did it go?
The initial wave of feedback was like so positive that I was convinced something went wrong.
I remember seeing in Slack and it was like, oh, 4,000 in like the first 5 minutes. It just kept going. And
users are definitely happy about having more access to their data and more flexibility with their data.
But what areas are still being worked on?
you know, you want to build that trust with the user base, especially when it comes to AI and your finance, because if you can't trust the data, you're not going to want to use it.
Engineering has made improvements with speed, but some of that feedback has been, there's an expectation for it to be faster.
Yeah, the past week and a half, I think, we've been mostly working on taking a look at hallucinations and speed improvements. First priorities are all kind of done. And then speed-wise as well, we've made improvements on the app so that it feels faster.
Another feedback that I've got was that the roast mode was a little bit too mean.
But by standing by the products and talking with our users, we're able to kind of address issues head on and say, hey, we want to hear this feedback. We want to hear that something's not working so we can fix it. But that starts with having someone that you know you can talk to.
Manage connections. Yeah. You can see your connection so that you're not accidentally logging into.
How does this affect what you guys are working on next?
The feedback is following the same direction that the building already is moving, means we're on the right track. People were really ready to direct the Money Assistant and have it do things for them.
A couple of things that we're adding are more charts and visualizations into the agent. People are loving some of the notifications and the proactive briefings, so we're expanding upon that. We are adding new suggestions to the agent. We're also working on a couple of smaller features, like it'll notify you that the agent will think and then send you a push notification when it's done. We're working on a feature where you can reference different Copilot elements in the chat. So you can be at my coffee category, do this to it.
There's something that a user said that we basically just immediately were yeah, let's do it, and we did it. And it's the adding.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
We're hiring.
So in summary, we've really loved hearing what the agent is doing a good job so far, especially all the love for the proactive transaction edits. Thank you also for the constructive feedback. As you've heard from the team, we're definitely acting on all of that. And if you're excited to give it a try, we're going to be adding a ton of new testers very, very soon. And sign up for the waitlist. And thank you for joining us.